Welcome to our suggested nutrition template tutorial video. I'll just go through and explain the Excel spreadsheet. So on page 1 we have our formulas page, cool. And page 2 we have our foods list of protein, carbohydrates, and third page you have our foods list of fats. So on the formulation page, alright, you'll see that we have meal 1 to 6 and the food section for the food item, quantity, always in grams, calories, protein, carbs, and fats, and a meal subtotal for those macros and calories as well. Down the bottom, we have our daily totals, okay, of calories. So this whole column combined to the equal amount of calories for the day, and the same for protein, carbs, and fats for the total grams, okay, the total calories, and then the total percentage, okay, of our total calories of protein, carbs, and fats, and a per meal average. Not as important, but it's just good to see where you're sitting at an average per meal. All right, so we go about filling this out by selecting a food from the foods list and copying and pasting that into the correct meal. And for a few of the foods, you'll see that there is a count, a little reminder. So 1 egg white, okay, is equal to 30 grams. So you'll adjust that there like so. So after pasting, copy and pasting from the food list, okay, into the formula page, which is essentially your nutrition template, you'll see that it will adjust the calories, protein, carbs, and fats in the meal subtotal here and down the bottom as well. So this is the section where we will write in our calorie target and our macro percentage targets, which you will receive via email from either myself or Ben. Upon receiving those, we'll just add them in. For an example, I go with 1600 with a macro breakdown of 40% protein, 20% carbohydrates, and 40% fat. And these are just as reminders, okay, for the targets for calorie percentages and total calories. So there's no formula attached to these boxes. Alrighty, so then we go about filling out the nutrition template with our foods listed over here. After entering all of our foods that we'd like to have in each meal, and just note that meal 6, we do suggest that depending on your goals and the body, between 4 to 6 meals a day. Okay, so meal 6 can be changed to post-workout or pre-workout, depending on how you'd like your template to work for you. So after copy and pasting all of the foods into the foods lists from over here, what we're trying to do is match our calories to our calorie target, all right? And we're also trying to match our percentages of proteins, carbs, and fats to the numbers received in the email. So how we do that is by going through and adjusting each quantity, okay, which are all in grams and all raw weights, okay. We adjust these and we don't touch any of the formulas in here, as that will alter the numbers down here in an incorrect way, and it'll give us an inaccurate reading. So only adjust the numbers in the quantity section, the grams section, okay, in order to adjust the calories. So just an example, if chicken breast was still at 100 grams after being copy and pasted from the foods list, we can see that our protein is too low and our calories are too low. So as chicken is a great protein source, we'll just up that to 200 grams, sorry, and that will bolster our calorie count and it will get that percentage closer to our goal macro target for protein. Okay, so say you get sick of a particular food, you're having chicken in meal 3. What we can do is just swap that for another protein source, given that it has similar macros, and we can check that. So after copy and pasting a new protein source or a new food entirely, we can see that it has slightly less protein, just as the 100 grams of chicken did. But it will also put up our fat, as beef steak has a high fat content. So we may have to make some adjustments to our fat quantity for the day. So we will put this up to 150 grams to reach our protein target and our calorie target here. But as we have gone over on our fat percentage, we will have to make some little adjustments to our fats. So selecting a fat food item, adjusting that back down to say 30 grams for the almond butter, and that's definitely made it a little bit closer, and we can still increase our protein. We'll just go ahead and add slightly more protein to our dinner meal. Sweet, and that's just made it a little bit closer, and we're at our calorie targets there. So as long as you have it within 5%, okay, 5%, that should be okay with hitting our macro targets, but it is definitely the calorie target that we mainly want to hit, and you definitely want to stay within 50 calories at least of our targets.